Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be showing you guys how to make this delicious Afang soup. Actually, this Afang soup is the Perseverian and Akwa Ibomite way. Look how yummy that looks like. So I'll be showing you guys simple way on how to make this Afang soup. Guess what? This is one of my favorite soup and it's so simple. I mean, it's one of the most simplest soup to prepare. All you need to do is have your needed item. We'll be eating it with our fufu right here, although I will not be using all the soup to be eating that lazy fufu over there. So let's get started.
Like I said earlier, afang soup is one of the easiest soups to prepare and it's so delicious. And today I'm showing you guys the Perseverian and Akwa Ibomite way of preparing afang soup. So if you watch this video to the end, you're definitely going to be a pro in preparing afang soup. So to begin, I'm going to show you the items we will be needing, which is water leaf, goat meat. You can actually use any protein of your choice. We'll also be using some snails, periwinkle, cow skin, crayfish, palm oil, fresh pepper, and some smoked fish, stockfish, and of course, my favorite seasoning, knoor, and some afang itself. You can choose to blend your afang in the market, but I love to do mine the traditional way. So I'm going to slice the water leaf, pound the afang, and debone our fish, and I will get back to you guys. So stay tuned. On a chopping board, I'm going to be placing my already washed water leaves and I'm going to slice them into smaller pieces. Please, while buying your water leaf in the market, please be careful. Do not buy the one with bigger leaves, especially if you're cooking afang soup, because those one contains much water and your afang soup might not taste good with that particular water leaf. Just select the ones with smaller leaves that tend to look like flowers. Yeah, those are the best water leaf when it comes to afang soup, just like the one on this video. So I'm going to slice those properly. Next, I will be deboning my smoked fish because I really don't like it when there is bone in my soup. So I'm going to take my time and take off the head and other bony part of the fish. You need to be very careful so that you don't hurt your fingers. Sometimes these bones are really so sharp you can just pierce into your skin. So you have to be very careful while doing this. Let's take out those bones. Anytime I'm washing smoked fish, I always love to use warm water to wash them. It makes it easy to wash off any dirt or sand that might be in it. But you have to be careful not to make your water too hot. Next, I'm going to pound my afang. Let me get those into the mortar. Guys, guess what? By the time I was recording this video, it started raining and the weather became so dark. Let's get all of that into the mortar and we begin to pound. Like I said earlier, I love to pound my afang. But sometimes I'm a bit tired and I'll blend it instead of pounding. But I think pounding it or doing it the traditional way makes your soup taste better. That's what my granny used to say. So let's pound it properly. Okay, with that done, let's switch over to our main cooking by seasoning our beef first with 2 cubes of knoor seasoning, some salt, and some fresh pepper already blended. Let's add a little bit of pepper again. I'll be adding a little bit of salt later on again. Okay, guys, let's cover that up to steam for about 5 minutes. Then we'll go ahead to add a little bit of water into it. My person has been cooking for like 7 minutes now, but 4 minutes into the cooking, I added up the snail and more salt, and I did cover it up. But this time we're going to stir it and add a little bit of water. Oh, that just blew my camera again. Let's add some water into that. It's been 12 minutes altogether. I'm going to check on my protein. Guys, remember you have to wash your snail properly before you cook them. In my case, I did use alum and salt to wash them. You can also use lime to wash yours. So let's stir that up and add other items into the cooking pot. Next, I'll be adding the cow skin and my stockfish too. Stir that up properly. You don't really have to add much water in this soup because already the water leaf carries a lot of water. Next, we add in some periwinkle. I will be adding my soaked fish and its water into the pot next. Next, I'll be adding my remaining blended pepper into the pot, some blended crayfish too into my cooking pot. I'm going to scrape that all in. Let's scrape that in. Okay. And two more knoor seasoning. Stir it up. Oh, this is the real perseverance. Look at how that pot looks like. Oh my god. Let's cover that up to cook for some minutes. In case you're wondering why I didn't add salt to the soup, here is the reason. I have soaked up the fish with some salt. If you're using that method, please be careful not to add much salt to your soup to avoid it being too salty. So next I'm going to add up my water leaf into the pot of soup. We scrape all that into the pot. Spread it out. Look at that, all that goodness. This is a real Akwa Ibom soup, so filled up. Okay, I'm going to stir that up properly. Mix that up properly. Please, you have to be careful so that you won't scatter up the fish while stirring it up. Then cover that up for a few minutes. It's been 2 minutes. I'm going to check up on my soup and add up a little bit of salt. Remember, I said I already soaked up the fish with some salt, right? So I'll add just a little bit of salt, scrape that in. This kitchen smells so good. It smells like Afang soup. Next, I'll be adding half of my palm oil. I like to use this method. I don't like adding the palm oil all at the time at the end of everything. I like to add a little bit of it after adding up the water leaf, then the remaining one after adding up our afang. Instead of wow, good. Oh, that goodness. I'm going to give it a test. It tastes so good, of course. Why wouldn't that taste so good? It looks so yummy already. Next, I will add my afang, the pounded afang, into the cooking pot and some water, just a little bit. Lastly, I'll be adding my remaining palm oil. Scoop all that in and I'm going to stir it up. At this point, you can choose to add a little bit of water to your soup depending on how thick you want it to be. As for me, I don't really like my afang soup to be that thick, so I'm going to add a little bit of water and cover it up for like 4 to 5 minutes. That is it for your afang soup. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so and hit the notification bell, please, and like, comment, and share. Like, comment, and share. That is it for your Afang soup.